appreciative these writers are of these sincere efforts. Charu is himself a very well-known writer-director, and he's done Sonali Cable as a writer and director. He's also co-written several films, amongst them you must have seen Dam Maro Dam, Nautanki Sala, and a very popular name in television. Also regarded in social circles as a great humorist. Yes. Charu is the one. You were mentioning?
I was mentioning Swara
and Vaseem. Swaras and Vaseems. Again, two difficult sort of. All of them were difficult, but these people also were. So Charu himself really generously and selflessly to this whole effort. So thank you very much, Charu. And then we had a professional of many dimensions. He is a trained scriptwriter from the Film and Television Institute, and then he's been a teacher there for about 5 years or so before he moved to Bombay in Whistling Woods, and now he is a faculty of scriptwriting there. Also a talented writer in his own right, and soon to be in demand. And he has also been one of the sort of respected and popular mentors here. And thank you very much for taking time off from your writing, from your teaching, and giving of yourself to this. Mukti and Shrikant and Anand. Yeah, three nice ones. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yes, you succeed so well.
Pugali Chaudhary. Doesn't need an introduction. Vikas is the only one who didn't get class. Pugali Chaudhary doesn't need an introduction because she's written films and she's known by those films. She wrote Rock On, then she wrote Kai Po Che, 2 films which really blazed a trail, and now she's doing Rock On 2, and several other films which all of us are really looking forward to. She herself has been a student until about 10 years ago of scriptwriting from the Film and Television Institute of India. She's taught there, she's taught at Whistling Woods, she's been a mentor on several script labs, okay, and a regular guest faculty at several of the national workshops that we keep doing. Highly sought after as a teacher and as a mentor, and we're really grateful to her to have given so much time here. Very sharp, very incisive, unrelenting, as people have realized, and merciless in her feedback, but on the whole extremely encouraging and supportive and generous. So thank you very much for that. We received 383 stories from across India, purely design, and out of that I happened to know that about 300 were written actually for the express purpose of this fellowship, which means that without Asia Society announcing this particular edition, those 300 stories centered around women would not have been written. So that by itself I feel is a wonderful thing, not merely that they got selected or didn't get selected, but so many writers put their mind to those stories, and I hope that out of 300, at least maybe about 10% must be doing the rounds, okay, since they were encouraged to write this. So 83 were of course already existing, but nonetheless, and then we decided that we should involve another sort of noble NGO, if I might use that word, which is called Ladli, which has been doing some really good, solid, relevant work, which is supported by the United Nations Fund for Population Activities. And Dr. Sharda, who I would like to introduce right now, is the Executive Director. And it says something about her leadership, that all it took was one phone call there. So this is what we are planning to do, and we would like you to participate and actually support this. Okay, and Bunty had sort of cleared it, saying that yes, we would like it if Dr. Sharda is interested. Immediately Dr. Sharda made a commitment. She said, I will sponsor one fellow. And Bunty Chand was generous enough to say, no, she will not sponsor those which we are already doing. So an additional person was taken on. So it's not that one of you was chosen, but 7 then came on board instead of the usual 6, which was supported actually. The 7th one was supported by Dr. Sharda, and she's been very supportive, and she has always come and enthusiastically participated in each one of these workshops. Thank you, Dr. Sharda. And now, the godmother.
The godmother.
I have more embarrassing things to say about it.
No, let's not say embarrassing things.
एक सीधी सी बात कहूँ ना कि बंटी जी जो करती हैं अपनी एशिया सोसाइटी के जरिए, और जिस कदर वो इंटरेस्ट लेके और अपना पूरा Yogdan, matlab, in full personal, professional, and in every which way she is involved with that, using all her social contacts, all the goodwill. And that's a formidable sort of quantum of goodwill that she has. But we can always tap upon any of that. ये जो करती हैं, वो स्क्रीन राइटिंग का प्रोफेशन जो है हिंदुस्तान में उसके ऊपर एक एहसान करती है हमारे हिसाब से. तो we are truly very grateful. And पहले से, this is the third edition which is taking place, and of course we are hopeful. And no, we are insistent that it continues.
Right,
and you're the one to
right.
make it
And I
happen.
have
Yes.
Bunui who's going to work with me on that.
आप भी आइएगा ज़रा इधर.
You're invited?
Yeah.
Rachel was actually the person who initiated the research on this particular project. So I've got to give her great thanks. And so it's all, it happens, you know, so we are working with New York in India, and we have been delivering on this fellowship for the last 3 years, and I think it's been, it's a wonderful learning experience for us, and I hope it's a wonderful learning experience for you, and you've made the right connections, got the right sort of mentorship. And we'd love to hear from you. We'll do that after this. And
also, Bandi, I mean, we would like to sort of formally and repeatedly express a deep sense of gratitude to Time Warner Foundation.
Right.
Okay, for this, they've supported us in this thing, and we're very grateful. And you can see, I mean, the way in which it has grown with their support. I mean, with Asia Society taking the lead, but also managing to bring in the support from financial support from Time Warner. I mean, we've had first round, first edition had about 125 people who applied. Second one doubled to 150. Third one, in spite of having such a specific brief, went to 383. Next time we do, it will easily cross 500. And we do intend to ensure that now onwards, there are the themes that we choose are themes which are sort of reflective of contemporary reality right now. So we are hoping, and we are insisting with you too that this must continue. You have started something which is truly very, very well, this is a historical need that you have fulfilled here right now, truly, if I might say so. And I think it is necessary for you to continue that. So if you're listening to me, please consider this.
Guru, you want to add something here?
To all the fellows, and the only thing I wanted to say was, in a sense, about Asia Society's commitment to film as a kind of medium. It's always been there, and me personally, I think film and moving image as one of the two art forms that basically were the new forms of the 20th century. I think it's ever more urgent now, because especially in countries outside Europe and America, you know, the big Western metropoles, film really is one of the mediums in which people express who they are in their own sort of terms. So it's not a Western medium, it's a global medium, it's a medium that belongs to everybody. So I think we are living in an age where, you know, there is constant danger of tribalism, there's constant danger of walls being erected and everything being reduced to a kind of us and them. And part of the reason is very simple, it's because of ignorance. It's because people, you know, do not know how to see the world through other people's eyes. And I think, you know, what you have done here is precisely to tackle that particular issue of enabling, you know, others to see the lives of others through, you know, very specific lenses. To me, that is the most fundamental sort of purpose of something like film, and why we need to support more voices, more talents to come out through film. You know? And really, of all the art forms, it's the most democratic form. You know, it can be shown anywhere, not just in ticketed cinemas. You know, sometimes they're shown outdoors by art centers and so on. So you are part of, I think, that kind of movement, and it's really a kind of democratizing movement to get people to find fraternity with others that may not be your friends, but in that darkened cinema, I think we become your family, become your friends. So I hope this sort of project continues, and once again, congratulations to all the films.
And